got a lot of stuff to say real quick, and a kind of a short amount of time to say, so this is what I'm going to say. Being a newly elected disabled person due to my blindness, yes, I've gone blind, I have had the luxury and the benefit of understanding full well discrimination. Here's the weird thing. When I wasn't blind, when I was healthy, no one discriminated against me. Growing up as a Latino in South Texas, it was kind of easy to just kind of walk around, not worry about any, I guess, bigoted opinions and whatnot. So, in that department, it was pretty cool. But having relatives, dear relatives to me, that were born disabled, really bad disabilities as well. I mean, we're talking about not able to walk kind of disabilities. And of course, dealing with my child's disability. I quickly realized the perception of discrimination in our world. See, just because I wasn't being discriminated against didn't mean that no one else was. In fact, the cold hard truth to that is discrimination goes on all the time. Why? Because we have obviously things that manipulate us to do and say what I guess the consensus would be. So the quick response to all of this in terms of what I'm going to get at, and I really don't care what kind of feathers I'm going to ruffle, because you're probably not even going to get what I'm trying to say here, because you're so inundated with your own rationale, and it's old rationale. It's a premeditated, uncognitive, psychological operation on your mind. Okay, you have been hypnotized, literally hypnotized, in any type of suggestion possible. TV, movie, music, alpha waves, harp tower rays, whatever conspiracy theory you'd like to throw out there, do it. Because whether these things existed or not, you are hypnotized. You have a rationale that only you consider to be correct. Okay? It's very difficult for you to concede. It's very difficult for you to concede to any other rationale that doesn't confuse you. Okay? Now obviously this isn't for everyone. This is only for the people that I'm going to ruffle the feathers of. Okay? The definitive subject right now is homosexuality. Okay? You guys are going around just, like everyone else, because you have this Luciferian, satanic government that just wants to shoot all sorts of stupidity out there about, hey, let's make the rainbow on the White House, to kind of indemnify, love. Okay, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Homosexuality does not denote love. Okay? Heterosexuality does not denote love. All right? I've said it again. I'm going to say it again. Had I been married, or if I was married, okay, would I need to have sexual intimacy with my wife to prove that love to her? No, of course not. Because there are some married couples out there that actually do not have the ability to procreate or be intimate with one another, but they're married and they love each other. That's called love. Yeah, I don't need to have sex with a man to tell him I love him. So stop using that excuse. You're full of crap. Straight out. You're lying. You're lying to yourself and everyone else. It's just that you want to be able to have sex with whoever you want and whenever you want. That's on you. That's not even the issue, all right? I don't care if you're a homosexual, because you're going to go to hell just as much as I would if I had an adulterous affair with a male or a female. It's not about homosexuality, all right? Because that would definitely kind of send the wrong message when I'm talking about bigotry, because that's what it's about. But I do want you people to have some perspective. All right. My daughter and I live in what I like to call Medical City. Now, it's like that because of the perpetuation of medical needs to people that there are all sorts of natural cures for here and there. But they don't care about that. They just, it's the medical industrial complex, blah, 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 whatever. The point is that it's one of the most well-constructed areas in my city, in South Texas, that it actually supports disabled people very well. Go down with a wheelchair, and you're okay. You got sidewalk, road, all that kind of nice stuff. You got your buttons on the doors to let you in, and it's not just for people in wheelchairs. Obviously, it's for people that can't hear or people that can't see, like me. Okay. Well, the reality is, at least that's the way it's supposed to be on the premise. Okay. On the surface, you see a lot more stuff than any other part in the city, but somebody forgets to tell construction workers, and they put their stupid signs out where they don't need to be, and there are literally wheelchairs having to turn off the sidewalk into oncoming traffic just to get to a doctor's appointment. It's kind of ironic, I think, but it's also kind of stupid. Okay, to me, that's real discrimination. When you have people overseas, okay, being murdered and raped because of their specific religious affiliation, that's the most extreme type of racism, I think. So I don't feel inclined to give a rat's behind about people that are militant when it comes to that subject. And the subject, of course, being homosexuality, sodomy. I don't care. I don't care. It has nothing to do with me. You choose to do that, and that's your thing. Go for it. Just as I would choose to go and commit adultery, again, with either a male or female. Doesn't matter to me. That's not the point. The point is the agendized purpose. What's going on under the surface level of your quote-unquote social engineering apparatus and hypnotic suggestions. Now, I've said this before. I think it was back in 1994, some Cambridge University students decided to compile an investigation on hypnotic therapy. So they had a bunch of independent psychiatrists, hypnotherapists, to get, to help people out, to figure out, what's wrong with them. Smokers, overweight, sexual deviancy, that sort of thing. And the psychiatrists started reporting that they didn't need to put them under suggestion. They needed to take them out of it because they were already under hypnotic suggestion. They were already being hypnotized. Okay? When I learned about that, that's pretty powerful stuff, man. It's like, hold on a second. So I've never been hypnotized, but I am hypnotized. Yeah. And it turned out that they weren't the only ones that found this out. There's cases all over the world in which similar studies were done, and the same workings were going on. So it's really evident if you decided to look into it, which you probably won't because you're more interested in sports scores and other things that are not relative to your survival, your existence. Okay, but that's on you. It's out there now, so do what you want to do. The point is that people love making their specific issue more important than others. Okay, and I think right now that it's okay that I'm doing that, because I think medical, clinically or otherwise, issues are far more important than who the hell you decide to have sex with. Straight up. Now, I'm not going to go with this militant idea that I should, falter and and call, you know, this person, that person. There's a Q. I don't even know what the Q means. What is the Q? LBGT? I got that. What's Q? I don't know. Somebody's probably going to tell me on here. It's going to make me feel kind of dumb. But the point is, I don't care anymore. The point is, you guys have fallen into a trap. A psychological trap that keeps you separate from each other, from trying to figure the stuff out so that you can better your lives instead of being slaves. That's all you are. You're a debt slave. Now you'll notice that there are people that are way higher up than you that don't have that many concerns. Well, there's a reason for that, because they have silver spoons in their mouth, because they're related to people that just basically have more than you and want to keep more than you. And that's straight out. You can do your own research on that, okay? But the point that I'm trying to get at, straight out, is is true bigotry starts with the most important things. All right? There's a little old lady trying to cross the road and she's blind, and somebody's picketing about, I don't know, religion or sexual perversion or advocacy for such things, whatever. You know, it's a free country. Get out there and speak your message. That's what I'm doing, at least for as long as they'll let it. And make no mistake, they're going to take this from us. They're going to take it from us. So you need to get organized. You need to figure out what the hell's going on, because all that fun stuff that you're going into, you're the cricket, man. You're the cricket. You're the cricket, and you got ants that are trying to figure stuff out before it goes down to help as many people as possible. I look like an ant, whatever. The point is that you need to wake up, straight out. I know, you know, my type, my demographic says that a lot. Wake up, wake up, wake up, because you are asleep, all of you. All right? One way or another. I'm asleep in one way or another. There's things that I am not privy to, all right? And I'm trying to learn the best I can. I guess that's really just what I'm trying to get at here. Do not allow anyone to tell you what to think. And I don't care if you're a bleeding heart, homosexual, militant about it. You give me the comments. You feed your hate and your anger. I don't care. It ain't got nothing to do with that. It ain't got nothing to do with your personal perspective. It has to do with figuring out why you were discriminated against to begin with, all right? And why you're being socially engineered to believe it's okay to think that's more important than kids dying overseas because of stupid-ass religions. Or even on a more subtle sense, like I said, for people with disabilities. Yeah, that's not cool. It's not. I don't like seeing people that I know and love waiting on the corner of the street because there's no way to get around it. They have to get up off of a wheelchair, and they're already in pain. They're already in pain walking. Born that way, because, well, medical industrial complex, right? And then I see a homosexual handing out flyers for their, barbecue function or whatever. You know what, man? Keep the paper, keep the leaflet. I'm going to be more concerned with more immediate problems. If you don't want to get gay bashed, get a gun. Straight up. I used to work security. I was a peace officer, and I used to work security at a gay bar. I defended homosexuals without a problem. Okay? I defended heterosexuals without a problem. That was a job. That was what I was supposed to do. Was there gay bashing? Yeah, but only when it was allowed. All right? You guys are running around like infants, and you know exactly who I'm talking about. You know exactly who I am addressing this to. I know that it seems like I'm addressing this to everyone, but there are some people that actually do understand what the hell's going on, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking to the people that are confused and dazed and allowing a satanic government to tell you what to do, how to do it, when, and why. You guys need perspective. I need perspective. And the only way we're going to get that is if we come together, stop listening to fools tell us what to do, stop believing that you have an electoral process. You're just ignorant if you believe that. You really are. Okay? Again, even on the surface level, they're chosen by an electoral college. Your votes don't count for anything. Nothing. All right? So grow up. Stop being an infant. Stop thinking that everything is going to get taken care of for you and start taking care of business yourself. I love you. Believe it or not. In Shai's name. I'm out.